The Hornets secure the opening tip as they get the basketball first. We're underway in Charlotte. Batum.
Right.
To Rozier. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Rozier into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Batum to Rozier. To Batum. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Rozier. Porter grabs the board.
Pick up.
Goes to the left side. Porter. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
I got him.
Batum to Rozier. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Chicago possession. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down 5. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Has a chance. It's no good. Great defense. Rozier with it. He'll run the offense.
You got it.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Rozier into the front court. 5-point game. Rozier rocking the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
A pass stolen by the Hornets. It's rebounded by the Bulls. Levine lets it fly from beyond the arc, and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Thaddeus Young sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
It's Chicago ball.
Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
To Levine from long range. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
Here we go. My ball.
Batum to Rozier. And look out. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Rozier. The pass set it all up.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And the basket good at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Levine to Young. Beyond the arc for 3. And Thaddeus Young still gets it to go with the defense closing out.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Knocked loose.
I'll take that.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
To Wendell Carter. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Smith with it up top. The score, 14 all. To Nick Batum. To Rozier. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Gotta make that.
Trying to cash in, it goes down.
Yeah, we come
He
right back to it.
improvises and scores.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
And the nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Gets it in the left corner. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down 3. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. Oh, he had it. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Yes, sir.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Chicago basketball.
Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Over to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing. Ed.
Lock up.
Otto Porter, 2 of 4 now.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Rozier. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Batum to Rozier. Batum. Porter to Young. The screen sets him up for 2.
Way to shoot it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and
Got
create.
something for him.
You gotta get up on that.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
To Porter
Baby, shoot that, shoot
for
that.
3, and Otto Porter. No one in his zip code knocks down the 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Hornets at the controls of this one to Beasley. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Another follow. No good. To Wendell Carter. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know that's easy. They can't guard.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Man, my fault.
That's going to be out of bounds.
Watch the cutter. Watch the cutter. Watch the cutter.
Nice pass to get things going.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
I got ball, I got ball. Pick up, match up.
Hands up, hands up.
That's out of bounds off a bull, so the possession stays with the Hornets. Knocked loose.
No.
That ball's out of
My fault,
bounds
Joe.
off the
I'ma get it back, Joe.
Hornets.
I'ma get it back.
And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
I got yours. Switch. Stay on mine. Get mine. I got yours.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Block up. Here you come.
To Beasley.
Hit it.
Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Done. To Markkanen. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Here we go. I got him.
Count the bucket for two.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Bulls with the rock. To Chris Dunn. Fires the three. That's what you like to see. Dunn, it was well defended, finds a way to hit the three.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Markkanen. Dunn. To Markkanen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
D up, y'all. I got ball.
To Beasley. And scores. Strong take.
Finally, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they
2
continue
points.
to widen their lead. Charlotte basketball.
Me and you.
And scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. It has been all Bulls. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Defense.
To Markkanen.
Defense, let's go.
To Young. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Here we go. I got him.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. Markkanen to Young. Thaddeus Young. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Trying to cash in, just not going down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Batum, defended by the former Hoya. Nothing going here on that drive. The shot, almost.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Can't connect.
That's all cooking.
Cashes in for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Bulls with the basketball. To Markkanen. Takes stock of the floor. Markkanen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3 from long range. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality, positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Here comes the screen. Marvin Williams against Porter. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Thaddeus Young, 4 out of 7.
We used to hear that saying all the time, a 2 is a 2, keep it moving. Nah, a 2 isn't a 2. It can be a dagger sometimes when a defense has mental lapse like that. He deflates the energy of the D by making easy lays.
That's rebounded by Chicago. Bulls have it. To Markkanen. Sizing up the defense. Down to Young. Shot from the lane won't go. Batum. And stuffs it home.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
My ball, my ball.
Fires the three. Oh, he hits the three.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them
Going the
to.
other way. Going the other way. I got yours. I got ball. You got mine. You got mine.
There's the toss. Nice finish at the rim.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
To Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Yes, sir.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hornets have the basketball. Easy path to the rim.
Get a hand up on that. Get a hand
Ooh,
up on
cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
that. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
To Markkanen. Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The drive. Right to the basket. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
My ball. My ball. My ball.
To Zach LaVine. 4-3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Rozier. Carter comes away with it.
My ball here.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Hey, watch this screen left.
Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
But take it when you can get it.
Zach LaVine buries it on the catch and shoot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
To Young. Here's a chance from long range. That's rebounded by Beasley. Charlotte with the basketball.
I got ball. I'm here.
Ball.
Driving right to the basket. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Terry Rozier at the line. And hits the first free throw.
That's nice.
Goes 2 for 2.
That's a midi. Bucket.
To Young.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Zach Levine. He's now 4 for 6.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach Levine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Nothing going here on that drive. Markkanen to Levine. Going to launch beyond the arc. Zach Levine is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first.
Baby. Good shot.
Knocks down the second free throw.
Knock that down.
Three for
good
3.
shot, boy.
Nice. Hornets right now in possession.
Island now.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Nice, nice, nice.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Zach Levine. Lets it fly from long range. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Wendell Carter. For 3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Hornets at the controls of this one.
Here we go. I got ball. I got ball.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Just like practice.
And he hits the second.
Hey, good shot.
Almost settles for a 2-of-3 trip. Rozier with it. His guys down big. Zach Levine able to recover with the block. Wendell Carter powers it through.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Rozier. It's a big finish.
Oh, yeah, good finish.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Textbook defense. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Take that.
That's called game plan execution
Oh, yeah.
to
I like that.
perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Charlotte basketball.
I got ball. I'm on D. I'm on D.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Pick up.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Zach Levine doing what he does best.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Shot from in close, no good.
Self-check.
Thaddeus Young. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach, as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Doesn't have the touch, no good.
I got this D on him.
Hey, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Smith into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Hey, watch this screen left. It's going up.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Get your money, man.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Smith with the basketball. He'll run the offense.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live.
Thanks.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Chicago with the possession to Porter. Fires the 3, and Otto Porter so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the 3.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the 3-point shot is.
To Rozier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The Bulls with the rebound.
Be alert. Be alert. Here it comes.
From long range, buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Another follows, still no good.
Here we go. My ball.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And counted at the rim.
Good shot.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rozier into the front court. Down a bundle. Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Deep left corner. Levine knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Yeah, just me and you, 93. Let's go. What you got?
To Batum. Screen coming. Batum against Porter. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Fires the three. Not easy.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
To Nick Batum. Porter. To Levine. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Count the basket at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Hornets have the basketball.
Lamps on you. Let's go. You can't dribble. You can't dribble. Get in your stance. He's coming. Get in your stance.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Here comes the screen.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Has a chance. It's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Get down, get down, get down. Half court, here come, here come.
Terrific vision. Layup goes down. Well done.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
To Porter. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Pick coming left. Left.
Nikola Batum. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Porter. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Bulls with it. To Wendell Carter. Probing the defense. Scores from the post.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Young.
Ball here. Ball.
4-3. Shakes free and hits.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call them the one.
You gotta get up on that.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And a throwdown. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
The drive, right to the basket. Zach Levine swats it. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach Levine. Bulls have
Turn
it.
the ball over for me, please.
Everybody pick up. D up.
I like this double.
To Zach Levine. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Down low to Williams. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
That's the length at his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Sets him up.
Find me. Here I am. Here I am.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Charlotte with the basketball.
I got ball, I got ball. Pick up, match up, match up.
Down low to Williams. It's Carter with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Hands up. Match up, y'all.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Zach LaVine, tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
No, I missed a short one there. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it.
Take care of the ball.
And he finishes at the
You
rim.
know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To Porter. Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken down by Williams.
Here we go. I got him. I got him.
And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. LaVine gets it in the left corner. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Hornets right now in possession.
Here we go.
Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Screen coming. That won't happen again.
Shot no good there by LaVine. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down big. Lauri Markkanen, huge block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lauri Markkanen. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Goaltending.
Hey, kick it to him.
To Young. and count the basket.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
To Young. Markkanen. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Beasley. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There we go. Yes,
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
To Beasley.
Me and you.
Zach LaVine pins it. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach LaVine. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Beasley.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. For 3, the harder the shot, the easier it looks from Michael Beasley.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
I got ball.
Cutter.
From the painted area, won't go down.
I got. Take. Go to mine.
Off the assist.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
That's the end of the period. Nice cushion for the Bulls. Hornets with the first possessions here in the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Good job,
Smith
boy.
with a
Good job.
shot. It won't fall. Hornets at the controls of this one. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Chris Dunn. Fires the 3. That's what you like to see. Dunn, it was well defended, finds a way to hit the 3.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Deep 2 there, won't go. The follow won't go either. Another follow stays out. To Markkanen. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Porter, has a look. Off the mark, well contested. On the follow, way to stay with it.
The 7th pick overall, Larry Marketing had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
To Porter, has a chance. Jumper's good.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Charlotte basketball.
Here we go. Here we go. I got him. Let's go. Come here.
To Beasley. Michael Beasley with the slam.
Oh, yeah, good finish, man. Good finish. Keep going.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Hey, switch. I got him.
Oh, yeah, you all good. You by yourself.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Porter,
Side up.
he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Turns and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. I got this clown. Let's go.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Won't go down.
My ball.
Hey, I got ball. I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Porter lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
You're on the island now.
To Beasley.
I got ball.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And Thaddeus Young still gets it to go with the defense closing out.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Here we go. I got ball.
It goes down.
That's a strong finish.
yeah, get your
Regardless
money,
of
get your money,
contact,
man.
finishing strong is key.
To Chris Dunn. From long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Porter. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Dunn. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Hornets have the basketball. Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Knocked loose. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Rozier.
Crash, crash.
Short jumper off the mark.
Ball here.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Young. Beyond the arc for three. Hernan Gomez with the rebound. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Levine. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
4-3. Buries it.
C to three, B to
I
three.
like that.
Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court, but you got something different. You got that moxie.
And throws it down.
An easy two, get back on defense.
To Wendell Carter.
Go take mine, I got yours, I got
Count it.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Beasley. Wide open look won't go.
Hey, we out, we out.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound to Rozier.
I got
To
him.
Beasley.
I got ball.
I got him.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Chicago possession to Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Good shot.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
My ball, my ball. I got him, I got him, I got him.
To Rozier. Trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Williams.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Rozier into the front court. Down a bundle.
Take that.
Lets it fly from long range. Knocks it down.
Back on this.
Defender has to get there next time.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. He gets it. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Zach Levine!
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Charlotte with the basketball.
Yeah, just me and you, 90 feet. Let's go. What you got? What you got?
Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
Curling inside. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Second effort. And a putback slam.
Ed, I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench, and one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks, but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Batum to Rozier. Defense, making the ball handler work. Batum to Rozier. For 3. Rebound taken in by Chicago. Young